have a soulmate, and God will give them to me someday.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of my singleness and dating series. I hope you guys check out episode number 1, which is talking about how to be single and happy. So today we're going to be talking about a very wild and uncultured animal. This animal is typically found in the deep jungle of dating. The most dangerous predatory animals you can ever meet. They become what their target is seeking. And then when their target is not expecting, they catch their prey. And they are called the fuckboy. I quite like this definition by thoughtcatalog.com, so I thought I'd go with this definition. A manipulative dick who does whatever it takes to benefit him, regardless of who he screws over. They will screw over anyone and everyone as long as they get what they want. And usually what they want is their female target, which is their typical prey. Another definition of a fuckboy is a guy who leads girls on and flirts with everyone, messes with people's feelings. And most likely the first time you came across this fuckboy, you probably didn't even know that he was a player. So when you met him, you probably might have even fallen for it. Don't fret, sis, because your sister Deb is here to help you see the clear signs of an F-boy. Once an F-boy, always an F-boy. That's one rule you guys need to know. Now, I know the next question in your mind is, Deb, have you ever met an F-boy? Of course I have, sis. It's happened to the best of us. I'm gonna share. I think it's time I shared the story of my first ever heartbreak with you guys. So the first guy I ever liked was an F-boy. It was a church guy, Christian guy. Seemed very harmless, seemed very nice. I was about 21 at the time. So obviously, me being a purity kind of girl, I didn't see this one coming. So what did he do? Okay, we met on Instagram, I believe. I remember just thinking, yeah, it's gonna be a friendship thing. But then he was doing the most with the Christianity. Usually they'll be in the choir, they can sing, they will cook for you. He asked me out on a date, right? So I went on the date. Man started doing the most. Like, we go out. I genuinely thought it was nice. Like, I thought it was a nice, calm guy. I did not ask this guy for his Chelsea jersey. He volunteered it to me. Guys, they will do the most. Like, one time he invited me over to his house, innit? These days, oh, by the way, nothing happened with this guy. I was 21 at the time. Your girl was doing up a purity ring, you know what I mean? I talk about that quite openly. Doing up cooking, doing up the most. Like, if you meet a guy and you just met him and he tries to cook for you, sister, all of that. And it was quite like the most. They'll do the most, like, they'll do the most. But anyways, we were seeing each other for ages. Guys, F-boys will take the talking stage to eternity. The talking stage lasted about 7 months. So after the 7 months, it comes to me now and tells me, sis, I'm not saying sis just for effect. So it's like, so Debbie, that's me. So I just want to tell you that I have feelings for Debbie. And I'm like, who, me? And he's like, no, another Debbie. I'm confused now because the only Debbie that I know happened to be his best friend's girlfriend. So I was like, huh? And his best friend has been dating this girl for 3 years. So I was very confused, guys. But anyways, that whole situation, sometimes people just fall in love. And sometimes they break somebody else's heart in the process. And if I'm being honest, I didn't know the girl. I even called the other girl. who had the same name as me. And I was like, sis, are you trying to take my man? Like, guys, I was crazy, if I'm honest. Cried for like 3 months. Guys, I was so dramatic. He then went on to downplay every action he ever took and made it seem like I liked him when he was the one that pursued me, and then decided that he wanted to be with his best friend's girlfriend, who his best friend dated for 3 years. Guys, it was a mess. I've been through it in this life, I'll tell you that for free. How to spot a fuckboy. Here are the signs you need to know. If you see any of these signs, sis, run for your heart.
Why are you running?
I didn't say run for your life. Run for your heart, because it will break. F-boys always want to go with the flow. They have an obsession with rivers and streams because they always want to flow. If only they could just use that same flow to live your life. They hate labels. Everything is about flowing, flowing, flowing with them. And they will flow you into kingdom come. Meaning they will flow you for years if they possibly can. An F-boy will always talk about how he's been hurt in the past, how he's been hurt from past relationships, how he's healing. They always have an excuse. So in movies, F-boys tend to be described as good looking, 6-pack, handsome, all of that kind of stuff. And that can be true, but not necessarily in real life. In real life, an F-boy can look like anything. An F-boy can be good looking, it can be a nerd, it can even have a little bit of a belly. It might even be out of shape, but he has confidence, which is one of the most attractive things to women. And that's what he's gonna use to capture your attention in order to capture your heart. If he has too much sauce, yeah, too much confidence, yeah, a high amount, sis, it might just be confident, or it might be an F-boy. These men know how to dress to impress. Meaning, they have swag, they have style, they have pizzazz, they know how to put 2 and 2 together. They might be dressed like this, or this. So be careful, ladies. And they might also have a beard or a little goatee. Another classic sign of an F-boy that sometimes we miss because we might be a little bit emotionally biased by this point. The first place an F-boy would ever invite you to is his house. F-boys always want to go on a date either close to their house or in their house. And why, ladies, do you ask? Is because this is how they catch you. They tend to lie a lot. So you have to be observant. You have to date with logic. You have to use your brain and shut down your emotions. My recommendations when it comes to catching feelings is don't catch feelings until you are sure that you can trust him, until you are sure that you know a few people that know him. Don't rely on one person that knows that person. You have to know a few collective group of people that know that person before you trust or believe anything any guy tells you. Because F-boys lie a lot. They might even have a girlfriend or 2 and you might just be number 3. If they are seeing anybody else, you will never get a straight answer. They'll only give you answers like, you know you're the only girl I think about. You know you're my favorite girl. Or, you don't have to worry about that. They'll never give you a straight answer because they know how to avoid. So if he asks you, oh, when are you free? We should hang out. When are you free? We should hang out. When are you free? We should hang out. But there's never a specific time and date and place. A sensible guy who has respect for you will say, are you free on Saturday night at 5 p.m? I would like to take you to dinner. When a guy constantly says, we should hang out, we should hang out, we should hang out, without actually setting a proper plan, it means he wants you to hang in his house where he can catch you and you can become his prey. Oh, let's catch up. Things like that. So they'll always circle back. Sometimes they will disappear, but they'll always circle back around because they have a hit list, and that's what they do. When you first meet them, or let's say first month of meeting them, they're going to apologize to you 70% of the time. When you meet a man, in your brain, register how many times he apologizes to you. Say, oh, sorry, I've had a very busy day. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't reply your message. I was just doing so and so. Sorry about the other day. I know I cancelled last minute. An F-boy over apologizes when he first meets you. He's mentally preparing you to let you down constantly. So he's training your mind to get used to being let down. It's a manipulative and psychological game that they play. It's conditioning your brain to accept being let down. But he covers it by apologizing, so you think it's consideration, whereas it's actually preparation. They can call you, but you can't call them. It's not because he was in the other room, or he was in the bathroom, or he stepped out for a second, because he's preparing your mind and he's conditioning you to think that he's bad with his phone. So that way, whenever he's with other girls, he doesn't have to pick up your phone calls because you're already used to it. This is his pattern, this is how he behaves, this is perfectly normal. But really, he's just conditioned your brain to think that it's okay for him to not pick up because you're just gonna assume that he's bad with his phone, whereas he's conditioned you to not expect him to pick up your calls, but to expect a call back from him at some point. How does an F-boy put his phone down? Like this. Never facing up, always facing down. When you meet an F-boy, he does not want to follow you on social media. He's not gonna ask for your Instagram. He's not gonna ask for your Twitter. And even if you follow him on social media and you guys follow each other, he will never, ever, ever interact with you publicly on social media. Ever. Ever. A guy that likes you will probably like a few of your pictures to indicate that he likes you. A guy that likes you will ask, what's your Instagram? Because he wants to pre you without seeming like a creep. But if a guy shows no interest in your Twitter, no interest in your social media, Snapchat, any of that, he's an F-boy. An F-boy adapts to who you are. They try and find out things about you so that they can adapt to your exact personality and the exact thing you're looking for. So when you're communicating with a guy, it's always important to get to know them without letting too much of who you are be so obvious, because an F-boy will just adapt to exactly what you're looking for in a man, and they just become that and perform that act. Most F-boys are wordsmiths. It means they are good with their words. They are the sweetest talkers. They have a very sweet mouth. They will just off your pint with their mouth alone, both physically and figuratively, if you know what I mean. Another sign that he's an F-boy is when another guy flirts with you in public, he is totally unfazed. That's another sign he's an F-boy. He doesn't get jealous, he's not fazed. It's because he doesn't care. F-boys are very performative. Every interaction you have with them is designed to leave you impressed by whatever they spew out of their mouth. Hot and cold. Hot and cold. They'll give you so much attention, so much effort, and then they'll go cold because it's just a performance. And then they get a bit of momentum and then they try again, and then they're hot and hot and hot. Then they give up and they're cold and cold and cold. He can go days without talking to you and he will feel no ways about it. But when he comes back, he's gonna come back like nothing has happened. Another sign of an F-boy is all his friends are just like him. They usually move in packs, but some of them move solo, but they typically move in packs. So sometimes you might hear one or two negative things about somebody, but if you've heard a lot of negative things about a guy, most likely he's an F-boy. A guy might offend one or two girls, but if there's a pack, a whole group chat, girl, he's an F-boy. That's the end of part 2 of my singleness and dating series. Make sure you check out the first episode, which was about how to be single and happy, and watch out for the next episode, which is how to know if he genuinely likes you. So we're going to be diving deep into that. So make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe. Thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!
Monday,
Where's my babe?
Tuesday,
We wait.
Wednesday,
Anytime now.
Thursday,
God. When? Relationships are literally the center of our lives and the center of our existence. Man was looking at my passport like,
We are 26, you should be married by now. You married?
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
nobody ever wants people to enjoy being alone. The whole world is so invested in your relationship status to the point where you are conditioned to believe you need to be in a relationship to be fulfilled. But that is a lie.